Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
All right, please note that the language and ideas presented on the show might not be suitable for everyone. If you're under 18, make sure your mom isn't around. If you're over 80, why is your mom around?
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
All right, today we meet Ranveer Brar, who's not just the chef, he's the chef. Opening restaurants left, right and center. Apparently he's also a musician. I will tickle him in the stomach and find out all the truths about Ranveer Brar. Stay with us on Cyrus Says.
Why follow your auntie's advice when you can follow Cyrus Says on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated about the latest shows?
Yes, it's called Cyrus Says, and I must say that it's about time we end the handshake amongst Indians. Handshakes are not working amongst us Indians. I'll tell you why, especially Indian men. When we hold hands together, we have this tendency to take the little fingers and sort of rub it against the other person's palm. I find that both vulgar, disgusting, and ticklish, and sometimes I get aroused. So I'm saying, stop the handshake, just simply hug like in the old days. It's called Cyrus Says.
And that's what Cyrus says.
All right, we're here with Ranveer Brar on Cyrus Says. Ranveer needs no introduction. He's a fantastic cook. He's also a very tall man, and he's got excellent hair and good features, and I like him a lot. But he's requested me to sit a little...
Cyrus.
Ranveer, you asked me to sit a little away after that kind of introduction, and fair enough. You've got fantastic shoes which they can't see. I haven't seen these since Akbar met Birbal 500 years ago.
Yeah, I'm a juti man. I try and
Is it?
pair jutis even to like a three-piece.
How many pairs do you have?
30 odd.
Wow, superb. Okay, Ranveer, it's all about food. You've made such a big name for yourself in the last few years. I suppose the television is a very important key in all this. I think the show that really made you famous, for the Aam Aadmi at least, would be the Master Chef. Am I right?
Absolutely.
But let's go in sequence. It's easy for my mind to understand. You're a Lucknowi boy.
I am from Lucknow, so born there, brought up there, and that's where the kink for good food comes from.
But also the thing about Lucknow is, and I've been there quite a few times, I think we give too much credit to the kebab, which is fantastic. And in old Lucknow, we've gone to those streets and eaten those lovely kebabs and they're all fantastic. But there's so much more to Lucknow food, and Lucknowi food that is. So why don't we just go back into your childhood and see what it was like? Do you come from a family which is very food-like? Was there some big influence?
You put it out really well. I think.
Thank you.
I
Say
think
that again, Ranveer, one more time, please.
बहुत अच्छे से बोला.
बढ़िया sir, बढ़िया. How's my Lucknowi? Huzur, ठीक था?
So I think that's what really happens, that because of a few dishes, a city gets famous, but then the other dishes kind of get lost in the whole space. Like Lucknow has some amazing vegetarian food that comes from the guys. So
Gali mat dena about show. Please be very careful what you say. This is a pure non-veg show. No, but you're right. Nobody knows about the vegetarian cuisine. That whole side.
Absolutely. So me growing up, family wasn't really foodie. We were basically farmers. So essentially, a lot of
and you're Punjabi by descent.
Punjabi.
So that would be the Punjabi side in the home food plus the Lucknowi whatever mix.
So yeah, initially it was all Punjabi. It was essentially Sada Munda.
Or ghee dal do.
Sada Munda, eats a lot of ghee kind of food.
Although you don't look it, you're slim as what do you do?
Yeah. So I don't eat a lot of ghee.
Were you a big boy? Were you a large boy?
I was hefty.
Huh.
But
it's completely changed. I'm sure people seeing you on TV will also understand you're very, very slim. Which is actually bad advertising for food lovers.
Absolutely. I mean, they say never trust a skinny chef, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately, times have changed.
But you can always say you were a fat chef and now you're a skinny chef. So you've got both sides to you.
Yeah. So when I opened my restaurant in the US, then when I came out and I had the jacket, and everybody would not just believe that I'm the chef. Like when you say an Indian restaurant by an Indian chef, people expect
a
like
jolly
a
fat guy
with big mustaches, coming out. It's like no, just send the chef. Why don't you just send the chef? I am the chef.
Beta, daddy kahan hai?
Yeah. So I used to get a lot of that. But yeah, so Lucknow came in much later into my life. It came in when I was like 14. When you get in that teenage drinking stage.
Right.
And then you go out looking for good.
Kripaya dhyan dijiye, he was 14. let the record show for the Akhilesh Yadav government that we have found a man who is admitted to drinking in UP where provision is not there. It's the NPR.
It's not there, fortunately.
Yeah. So you started eating the street food more with the drinking of the boys and the gang. And the gedi time
exactly.
in your cars.
Exactly. So the gang going out and saying, hey, let's try it. And that's when Lucknow really hit me as a great space for food, and as a city that really respects its food and really holds its food in high esteem. So that's when it changed, and I thought maybe I can spend the rest of my life doing this.
But I think also both in the language in Lucknow, because it's more sophisticated Urdu and Hindi spoken there, and in the food, it's always been, Lucknowi food always has that charm of being something which is slightly more sophisticated, well thought out. You know, it's not just anybody's khana.
Nafasat.
Exactly.
Nafasat bolte hain usko.
But at 14 you had no idea about all this.
No. So at 14 I had, but I wasn't really. So
what did Ranveer Bra want to do at that point? You were 40, just a normal teenage guy. Right hand mein glass, left hand mein gaadi ka steering wheel. Behind you was Neha and Shweta, and off you were.
और ये गई मेरी बची खुची इज्जत.
14, brother. शर्म होना चाहिए.
So yeah, but till then, so I used to cook a lot in the langar, which is forced cooking, which was then forced cooking. But grandfather takes you when you're a kid to the Gurdwara, you have nothing else to do. You stand in the langar. So
everybody cooks also.
So see,
I thought you get to eat for free, but
no, not everybody cooks. So, but when I was forced to sit and with folded hands in the Gurdwara as a kid, it's very, you can't do that for long. So you went to the place where action was, and action is where they're cooking.
Right.
So then that's where I got into it, but I didn't want to do this for the rest of my life.
Were you actually cooking or cutting pyaz and cutting tomato?
I was standing and watching, boss.
Okay. That's my style of cooking. Man, I love that cooking. That's the best cooking of all.
Till they forced me to cook. So that's also a very interesting story. So the guy who used to run the Gurdwara, his wife went to her Maika or whatever, and he came home and he said, "Your son has been standing and watching for the last 5 years. Send him this Sunday. I want him to cook." So I was like, "Okay, I'll cook." And then she used to make this meethe chawal for langar, and says, "You cook this." I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll try," because I've seen her cook for the last 5 years every Sunday. So it apparently came out really well. After that, every Sunday the guy was standing.
So he didn't instruct you. No. Whatever you had seen and observed, you just put it back in.
Yeah, but it's like 52 Sundays multiplied by 6 odd years. It's a lot of observing.
A lot of training for chawal.
I know. So
and people loved it.
Yeah.
People loved it.
Yeah,
they actually might have liked it better than the auntie who had actually prepared before that.
Yeah.
So then
I don't know.
But were you an instant success? Because I think these are.
It made a big difference. So. My dad is like the typical Punjabi dad, who's like, he will never praise his son before his son,
Yeah.
So, I heard him tell my mom, saying, "Kanjar ne chawl achhe banaye se." The idiot made rice really
that's as good as high as it gets.
Yeah. So in Punjabi family, that's a big compliment.
Huge. Yeah.
If you overhear your dad telling,
but they were okay with it. They weren't thinking of murder and the men should not be in the kitchen. And
so
langar is one thing, but
langar tak theek tha.
Yeah.
Uske baad kaand ho gaya fir.
So then how did you? But at this point, you still don't know. You're still just doing this because it's killing time on a Sunday and you're bored, etc.
Yeah.
So what happened next?
So then I met this guy called Munir Ahmed.
Okay.
So he was, एक आंख नहीं थी उनकी, एक आंख से थे और बहुत सारी बातें करते थे. He used to go to his shop, एक प्लेट में खाना और एक पतीला भर के कहानियां.
Wow.
So we used to love.
So you ran out of food, but there were stories.
There were enough stories, man. So we used to love sitting on his place, listening to all.
Tell us some. Come on, tell us something. Unless they're vulgar.
All kinds. But stories around food. So like he used to say, my dada ke dada once went to the Nawab and said, "I will cook something for you, but I want like 300 sone ke sharfi." And the Nawab said, "Okay." He says, "You have to come there at 3 o'clock exactly when I tell you to. And my stuff is going to be there." So the Nawab comes there, and there's this very nice tablecloth at the dining table, and nothing else. So he gets very pissed, and the guy is like, call that guy, imprison him. He took 300 sone ki sharfi from me, and he flips the tablecloth, and it just shatters because it's all sugar work.
Ooh.
So,
this was some old folk story which is told you.
So there's a lot of this folklore in Lucknow, and that's
what is the connection with the Nawab? Everyone who comes out of Lucknow, a guy in the hostel, whatever, they have some connection with the Nawab. Either they worked there, the grandfather worked there, there's some royal blood, I could have been a prince. I mean, what is this thing?
Actually, in Lucknow, they say today there are more Nawabs than commoners.
It's not a joke anymore. For us outsiders, it's amazing how I can't believe everyone has a connection with the Nawab, It's amazing. A lot of false guys out there pretending to be Rajas as well.
Yeah, so I think after the Nawabs are gone, a lot of Nawabs suddenly sprung up. Nawab essentially was the title given. So, you really had no proof if the title was given to you or not. So a lot of Nawabs.
There was primarily one famous Nawab, right?
There was this one
family.
Nawab. Yeah. And then there were a lot of these Chote Nawab, as we call them. Chote
So is Ranveer a Nawab?
नहीं रणवीर तो रणवीर ही है साहब.
खाना का नवाब हो गया.
हाँ. लोग बोल देते हैं लखनऊ का नवाब. मैंने कहा रहने दो नवाब.
Because Maharaja's got a very funny style to it. You know, I don't like saying you're a Maharaja. It just sounds strange. Nawab.
Bawarchi.
Bawarchi is okay. What do you think? What do you like? What do you like to be called? Because you are a chef. Let's face that. It's not like you're one of those guys who just turned up and started a restaurant. You're a chef. Cooking is what you do.
Bawarchi works for me.
It's fine.
At the end of the day, that's what I am.
Yeah. And proud.
Yeah.
How are the parents? So let's progress now. So you're 14, 15, you're doing the usual thing.
Yeah, so then that's when it kind of started sinking in that food's a lot more than what it seems like. So I decided that I'm going to cook. And I told my parents, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
What were the options?
So the option,
What did your dad do?
So my dad was he's an engineer. He was a merit holder from IIT Kanpur.
So completely far away from cooking. हाँ.
He pioneered ejection seats and landing gear in India.
तो तूने क्या किया बेटा? पुत्र, catch up.
खाना बनाएगा.
खाना कोई भी बना सकता है. खाना में क्या खास बात है? Come on. So were they supportive?
Yeah, not at all. So they said, you lost it, man. So they said, first of all, no, it's okay. You're only 16. You don't know what you're saying. So I said, no, this is what I
And there are pictures of the seats that he's made all across the house. Ye kuch hai beta. Ye do something like this.
So then I decided, I said, I will prove it to you that I really want to do this. Out of my crazy mind, I just left home and I stayed with Munir Ustad for 8 months.
Because of the stories?
No, just to prove to my parents, this is what I really want to do. It's not a fad.
Where was he? In Lucknow only?
Lucknow mein the na, Purana Lucknow.
So he was teaching you practically?
Haan.
So there's no question of doing a course or anything?
No. So and he didn't teach me. He's a like those old ustads, they don't teach you nothing.
You just follow them.
Yeah, you just follow them. So all I did was dry charcoal. Every day what I used to do was take the boris from the basement to the chat to dry and then bring them down when they dry, take them up again.
Thank God your father didn't know what you were doing.
And then grind masalas, and that's all I did. So
apprentice of kind of work without really knowing it.
Yeah.
And then you observe what he's doing and
yeah. So but
going by your normal speed, 52 Sundays into 6 years per dish. How many have you got so far?
So but the parents got it. But they still said, that ये नालायकों का काम है, पढ़े लिखे लोग नहीं करते, but तुमको करना है तो कर लो. Then मेरे को फिर जिद आ गई. मैंने बोला नहीं, नालायकों का काम नहीं है. I'll prove it to you. So I sat in CPMT in UP. So I passed it. I went through NDA. I got through. So I did whatever they wanted to do, got through,
so
and
you could have been a
I'm
soldier?
not going to do it. Yeah. I could have been an army officer.
And you just left that go after entering NDA?
Yeah. So I did. I did CPMT. I got through and I did NDA. I got through, but I told them, see, I've gotten through. So for the rest of my life, you cannot say nalayak tha isliye bawarchi ban gaya.
Okay. so you got through, but you didn't use the.
I didn't.
You never entered Khadakwasla.
No, never. And then I just I did hotel school from Lucknow.
My God. I think you've done all the education for the entire Lucknow by now. You finished everything, no course left. Yeah.
पढ़े लिखों का शहर है वहाँ लखनऊ.
लगता तो है. And then so you do hotel management and
then so then after hotel school I joined the Taj, worked with them for 3 years.
This is Taj in Lucknow.
No, Taj in Delhi, then Goa. Yeah, long story. So and then came back to Delhi. I became the youngest executive chef of the country when I opened the Radisson in Noida.
How old were you?
At 24 and some 9 months or whatever.
Well, then 9 months is important here. Huh?
And it was good time.
So what exactly is the executive chef?
The executive chef is the chef who heads the entire kitchen team of a hotel. So all the restaurants.
And normally it would take how many years for a guy to reach that? Maybe 30 plus?
Even now, you mid-30s isn't. At that time, mid-40s.
So how the hell did you become the executive chef at 24 years and 9 months?
Good. I like how you put the 9 month right.
Very important.
So I think just good people around me. People who trusted me and say, hey, we believe in you.
So you basically grew in less than 2 years?
Yeah.
Less than 2 years you were executive chef?
No, 3.5, 4 odd years.
But you just graduated at about 21, 22?
Yeah, so I graduated when I was 19.
Oh my God, you're a prodigy, boss. You're the Einstein of cooking. You know how big you are. You don't know how big you are. I'll tell you how big you are. You're big, yaar. Excellent.
And then I left for the US. I opened restaurants there. I have a couple of restaurants that are still running. Mm-hmm. The first restaurant that I opened did really well. I owned and opened it. It was called Bang BANQ. Won the best new restaurant in the world award by Wallpaper magazine. So did really well. And then the economy...
But this is, you owned the restaurant or you were just the guy who designed the food?
Co-owned. Okay. So, Yeah,
And
then
Donald Trump was your partner. That right. in the
you
beginning.
bet.
So those restaurants
wish.
have subsequently gone now.
So there are only 2 running, 2 small restaurants that are running. Hopefully by the next month we should sign up another one. And then I came back from the US, and then came back to hotels. Dad wasn't too well, so he's doing great now. And and then TV happened, and then
But TV must have just changed the whole game. Because suddenly you're a recognizable face. People want you. Because
Yeah.
now you're getting famous in the food circles while you're working in Taj and all. But once you go on TV, it's another thing because you're like a celebrity.
yeah. So I've always believed in expression. So I paint and I sculpt and I write.
What are you saying?
So
Maybe good you didn't join NDA. I don't want a soldier with a paintbrush in his hand at the front here.
Or सामने कविता पढ़ रहा
And then he'll tell stories of your mentor.
कि गोली बाद में मारते पहले किससे सुनिए.
There you go. But you could kill with kindness. Yeah. It happens. Sorry, interrupted. And you were saying?
So I came back, and then TV essentially is so for me it was a big medium of expression, and I took it very seriously. For me, food is an expression. It's something that you're trying to say, and to be able to express yourself through food on television was a big opportunity, and I took it. So initially it was a couple of small shows, and then somewhere somebody liked what I was doing, and the shows became bigger, and then the confidence grew. So right now it's been fine.
So what do you do with people when you're doing like a master chef and the Aam Aadmi is coming, a lot of middle class housewives are coming out? How do you relate with them? How do you manage that? Because India is such a huge country when it comes to food. How do you judge actually, honestly? Because your palate is one thing. You're a North Indian boy from Lucknow. You're dealing with say a dish from Kerala or something which is totally not in your palate.
Absolutely.
How do you work?
So for me, my learning has been that as a chef, you need to travel. You need to travel and eat. And you need to imbibe cultures first and food later. So I travel and eat a lot. So besides for my travel shows, which I end up doing at least 2 every year, I go out and travel and eat, and that's where you get a sense of a culture and how it translates into food, and that has really helped to be able to relate to.
But do you like all kinds of food?
Yeah, I mean.
Wherever you've gone, you found something you like?
Yeah,
in any village somewhere in say central India, side deep in Madhya Pradesh, you find some food which is as good as anything you've eaten at home?
Absolutely. I think there is and I don't mean to sound philosophical here, but there is a good intent in all food, because the base of that niyat jo hai na, wo khane, it's a very noble intent of anybody who cooks. Nobody cooks to kill. Everybody cooks to.
So you're the philosopher who says love and food go together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not making love, just love and food.
Yeah, making love, making food, that's going to be a little different.
Yeah. The food comes faster. Stop it, Ranveer. Behave yourself. You're a young man here. Very interesting that just under 25, you've got this big job. Then you move into television. You become a household name. And at the same time, your business brain is kicking in. And you've got these restaurants. Apparently, you've got lots of different things opening simultaneously.
Yeah, so I've always believed in kind of not wasting time and utilizing all the faculties.
But look at your life. I mean, do you have any time for yourself? I'm just thinking, any normal person will have enough with that Taj job. And that to being a prodigy and all the pressure that comes with achieving so much success early on, you think that is enough of a headache. On top of that, you started a TV career which became more and more successful, for which you have to give time. It's not like you just turn up for 1 hour and run off. And on top of that, you start having a business mentality to the whole thing and a global mentality that too. Because you're looking at going beyond India. So my point is, what are you taking? What drugs are you on?
No, I think it's just one life, man. You got to do all you can. That's what I believe in. And there are successes, there are failures. Some things will work, some won't. But big deal.
So you never get tired. You never think, both ho gaya, yaar, with 30 ho gaya, I've achieved enough. I've made enough money also.
No, not at all.
What does Ranveer really like out of all these things? You want to be more like a businessman who's spreading food, or do you, at heart, you're a chef who just likes to feed people?
At heart, Cyrus, I'm an artist. And I'm not a businessman. I'm an artist I believe with a common sense, and that's what's kind of driven me so far. Because ये common sense जो है ना बड़े काम की चीज़ है boss. I mean, I can break every
very rare
thing down
in India at the moment.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think it's for me. I'm an artist at heart, and it sometimes when you have to do stuff commercially, for that artist really gets hurt, and yeah. But that's what I
Compromise.
Compromise.
The casting couch of cuisine. We don't know what exactly happens there.
Good one, boss. I'll remember this for the rest of my life. For all my friends who are listening to my rants all the time about compromising, this is what we call it. Casting couch of cuisine.
Casting couch of cuisine. They must be having their own compromises to be made in any industry. Fair enough. But what an interesting career. We'll leave it there for a second. We'll take a break and then we'll come back and lots more to talk about in the second half with Ranveer Brar, who now says he's more artist. We can't define him just as a chef. He's an artist. He paints, he sculpts. Anything else? Lower body के साथ कुछ करता है? Cycling, biking? नहीं? We'll take a break. We'll come back.
Did you know that some termites in Africa have a pleasantly minty flavor?
Did you know that India's largest music festival was in a way conceptualized in Estonia?
Did you know that the awesomest chips in the world are found only inside US prisons?
Hello, I'm Chuck.
I'm Sriket.
And I'm Naren.
And together we are
Simplified,
a podcast that helps you appear smarter to an audience that knows no different.
Or give you some stuff to talk about at parties.
We are ultra crepidarians.
And if you don't know what that means,
Then tune into Simplified with a B on iTunes, Audio Boom, or your favorite podcasting app. Episodes out every fortnight.
All right, one of the judges on MasterChef India would be good enough for most people, but Ranveer Brar obviously doesn't stop at that. He's got all kinds of things on his mind. Let's talk about a food stylist. Now, what is that?
So essentially, it's making food look good for the eye, for the camera. So that's what it is.
So aesthetics, just
Aesthetics, food aesthetics.
visuals.
Yeah, I think it's once you are into art, you understand what looks good, and you just put it on a plate and.
Well, how important is that? The presentation of the food. I always wonder why we go to a restaurant and enjoy it. I think the presentation is better than the home food sometimes. Home food taste may be better, but the presentation is always secondary. So how important is that balance?
So I always define it, Cyrus, is like a pyramid. So presentation comes on top, and it kind of defines the pyramid. It's the first thing that you see.
So it better be good.
It better be good, but it's still a very small part. The tip is a very small part of the pyramid. The foundation.
It's a very vulgar generalization you're making. Huh? The tip, the pyramid, the peak. Huh?
So, I like how you mind things.
I'm sorry, I'm a frustrated 45-year-old man. And after some time, since you don't want to talk about food, but moved on to all kinds of other things, I have to also start thinking about other things at the same time. No, but food stylist, see, this is another thing you do, which is actually different from everything else you do. It is. And I would think it's more about the visual eye here. It's not about cooking or anything like that. It could be old food, for example.
It's translating food into art. So I've done courses in this from CIA in New York, and that essentially helped me.
Now, when
bring
you say CIA,
together.
you mean that like FBI?
नहीं वो वाला है CIA.
वो तो अलग है ना?
There's a
So what the hell
culinary.
are you doing in the CIA suddenly with a chef's topi? Oh.
That have been too much. So this is Culinary Institute of America.
So you keep doing courses and sort of learning more on the job as well, huh?
Yeah, I think it's
you
very
slip out for some time, go to another country, pick up a course.
I haven't been able to do that in the last 3 years, but I used to do that.
If you want, I have Pullet Kadel Road, the other institute. I'll get you a little
Awesome.
diploma. 6-month diploma in 3 months. I'll organize it for you. Don't worry.
क्या बात. Chef Kolo, I hope you're listening.
Who's he?
He's the dean there.
Damn you! तेरे पास और influence है. मेरा बेटा के लिए कुछ setting करेगा. All right. So, what is this story about? You came back to India and after becoming chef at Novotel, senior chef there, executive chef, you judged and then you went to Rashtrapati Bhavan.
So no, it was all earlier. So I used to
okay.
cook at when I was in Delhi. We used to cook at the Rashtrapati Bhavan and the Prime Minister's house.
But how? Why? Because you were with Taj.
Because I was with the Claridges and we used to handle a lot of.
I've stayed at Claridges. Lovely
yeah?
hotel. I like it. Huh.
Yeah. So Dhaba was a very famous restaurant there, and the dignitaries were very fond of Dhaba food. So we ended up cooking a lot of times for them.
You cooked at Claridges and took it there, or
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Mostly it was.
So who was the president? Would you actually interact with them?
So my times,
Pratibha Patil, probably.
I interacted with Vajpayee ji a lot.
When he was PM?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
And Lucknow connection also is there. Wow. Excellent.
वहाँ तक तो नहीं पहुँचे हम लोग, but
तो सर आपने political influence बहुत यूज किया इसमें, हाँ? It's all making sense to me now.
है ना?
One Lucknow boy looking after another. Before you know it, he's in America, he's on MasterChef, he's in Rashtrapati Bhavan itself.
But Lucknow wale boss, you have to give it to them. The bonding that one Lucknow wala has with another, and the best part is this whole world is a big Lucknow, man. Wherever you go, you find a Lucknow wala. It's impossible.
And if you don't find Lucknow wala, you'll find a Desi. You'll find an Indian. I promise you. Wherever you go, whatever you cook, we will be there. Okay, tell us a little bit about the experience with Vajpayee.
Okay, I have to share something. The Desi thing, I have to share something with you, okay? So, I went to Greece, right? And I went to this very remote village. And I just wanted, so I came back from the US, wanted a break, and I was like, I don't want to see anybody, and I don't, I just want to be in the middle of unknown people. So I took a small service apartment for like a week, and I said, okay, I'll go do shopping, and I was picking up stuff, and there's this guy who looks very Greek. He comes to me and says, "Paji kitthon?" Wow. And I'm like, God, here as well. Like, Indians are everywhere, man. And he says, you know what, I'm third generation. My parents came over from Punjab, and he took me home, and they cooked an amazing Indian meal. I was like, wow, you cannot run away from it.
Yeah, and one thing about us Indians is the food remains the same. Huh? Generations stay in these other countries, but the food somehow remains more or less authentic.
Absolutely. The only thing that had changed for them was, instead of chapatis, they were using pita now.
Because that's not available, I presume.
Yeah.
Huh?
But everything was the same.
Yeah, okay, let's talk a little bit more about Rashtrapati. I want to know about Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So, you got to interact, as in he would talk to you about food and stuff?
Yeah, so Vajpayee ji, his times, he was very fond of Chinese.
What are you saying? We had big problems with the Chinese during those days. Chinese food, huh?
So, yeah, and he was not, I never saw him as fussy. He used to definitely meet after every, so I catered for him 5 or 6 times, and he used to definitely meet after every meal, and these were all small gatherings. It was never big banquets, but that he would host, and he would ensure that I would cook. And his interactions are very crisp. He was very fond of Chinese, and his only thing was, एक तो बहुत बढ़िया है, अगली बार कुछ और खाएंगे. So that was what.
But that was praise or criticism?
It just left me in the middle. Yeah. And the second thing that I very clearly remember was him turning to after talking to me, and like a very typical Lucknow thing, turning and going to his secretary and saying, "Bachchon ka khayal rakhna."
Wow. But he knew you were a Lucknow boy.
He did.
You all had bonded on that point at some point.
So he did, but it wasn't really.
You had to keep a distance after all his PM.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But he knew. I mean,
but Abhi, you can call him anytime you want because he's out of power. Anybody else? Any other experience with politicians?
No, not really. Not with Paul. But I've had a lot of good stints with NBA players.
What are you saying? Where?
So in Boston. So Celtics were very, very fond of my restaurants.
Indian khana.
So the first one that I opened, it was French Asian.
Okay.
At Bank. So Paul Pierce was then the captain of. I used to be a big NBA fan in the US, and so Paul Pierce actually proposed.
He wanted to marry you
over.
Proposed?
Marry you से मेरे को एक कहानी है, मेरे को सारी कहानियाँ याद आ रही.
So after that, next one, yeah.
Next one. So he proposed to his then girlfriend, now his wife.
Oh, in your restaurant?
Oh, in my
what
restaurant.
What are you saying?
He booked the whole place over 11-course meal.
Wow.
And yeah, so Celtics used to hang out there quite a lot.
And so they would know you by name, because obviously if it's a popular restaurant, and you'll come to the table and chat and all that. So season tickets.
Yeah, yes. सीजन टिकट्स तो मतलब NBA तो सेट अपना जुगाड़ था उधर, जैसे आपका जुगाड़ है ना IHM में. But yeah, so this coming to the table thing. So my first interaction in the US space with which left me dumbfounded. I was like, I really don't know what to say. And normally I'm very fairly sharp-witted. Was there was a bunch of girls who were dining there, and I was 28 then.
Foreign girls, Indian girls?
No, American girls.
Huh.
And so that's the best compliment that I've gotten so far, but not really spoken about in a lot of places. So they dined and they were in the restaurant for 3.5 hours. They spent like $4,000, and it was great. And they were like, "No, we want to meet the chef. We're very happy." And so they thought same, koi वैसे मोटा से मुछ वाला. So, and I went there and said, "Oh, we want to order more." And we chatted up, and I sat on the table for a while, and then they ordered more, and then so they didn't go till like 1:30. In the US, 10 o'clock restaurants shut. So it was 1:30 midnight. They didn't go, and then they said, "We want to order more," and it's like, okay. So I sat down and chatted with them, and then by the time they were super drunk, and at 1 o'clock...
That's when the chef takes off his apron. Dun, dun, dun.
At
Music.
at 1:00, I was like, yeah. So the everybody's done, and then this girl, she just stands on the table fully drunk, and she says, I want my babies to cook food like you. Forget about everything. Just make babies with me. I was like,
What are you
so
saying?
is that a compliment?
What a tip to give a customer. Amazing.
So, that was like, so, that's one you really don't have an answer, but that's the best compliment that I've gotten so far.
So, off the record.
$8,000 ka.
Kiran, just put it off for a second. What happened? Uske baad kya hua, sir? Tell me more. Nothing?
उसके बाद सर हम घर गए और घर जाके हमने अपना
इंटरनेट पे बंटी शर्मा को हाय बोला था.
Xbox 360 खोला.
360 या FIFA 2009 जो भी है. All right, so very interesting life, man. I mean, you can't even pin it on as a chef anymore because you do so many different things and try so many different things. I think possibly that's why you don't get tired. You seem to be, trying to reinvent yourself and find different things to interest you rather than just be stuck in a Taj cooking for 20 years like somebody else.
Yeah, so that has been the key, Cyrus, and that's what I tell everybody, that you have to find the bigger goal for yourself. For me, the bigger goal is expression. Food is a medium of expression that I hold very close to my heart. For you, that obviously the bigger goal is staying, keeping people, making people smile.
To stand straight for 30 seconds.
So,
not to fall.
And it doesn't really matter whether you're doing it on a podcast or on television or in person. So for me, that bigger goal is expression. And I don't, so I'll paint, I'll do whatever I feel like doing at that point in time because that's my bigger goal. And that's what keeps me happy, I think.
And your parents, you super proud now? Thank God NDA पे नहीं फंस गया.
So I'll tell you, super proud ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. My dad, he just called me one day पिछले साल sometime.
This is after you're famous.
After all this. He said, अच्छा बात सुन, Goldie मेरे घर का नाम है. He said, Goldie, listen, तू रोटी वगैरह अभी भी बनाता है क्या?
Hey, your dad got a sarcastic sense of humor. He just picks on you a little bit.
No, he was very serious.
All out of love.
He really wanted to know if he still can say that my son has evolved and he doesn't cook anymore.
Graduate to something. Food style is something he can talk about. It is a bit odd to say.
So
now at the moment of going back to businesses, you've got about 5-6 restaurants opening that have opened recently.
So I have one restaurant opening very soon in Mumbai. It's called Tag by Ranveer. It's a vegetarian world food restaurant with lots of amazing booze. Just to put it in there. So if you're not the vegetarian kinds.
But what happens is that after drinking, men want the butter chicken. Then what happens? You open a restaurant nearby. Butter chicken by Ranveer, 5 feet away.
That's a very good idea.
Very good question to ask you right now. So what do you prefer? You mentioned Lucknowi vegetarian food right off the bat when we asked you. So my feeling is you like your veg food as well, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think, so like for me, comfort food still and will always be a khichdi.
Really?
Yeah.
What are your top 5 foods? You've traveled the world, you've cooked everything, you have the resources to get any food you want today. What are your top 5? Dishes.
So my top 5, so I have a checklist, right? The first thing on the checklist which I need to do immediately, which I always tell myself every time, is sushi by Jiro. So
Jiro is a person?
Jiro is a person. He's a 92-year-old chef.
What do you say?
Whose hands are declared national treasure
by Japan.
By Japan.
Wow.
3 Michelin place, seats only 7 people. You can.
My hands could become national treasure, but not for cooking. I can tell you that.
So so that's number 1 on the list.
Is it as good as the hype?
Yeah, so there's a docu called Jiro Dreams of Sushi. You got to see that.
There's also one Zero Say Hero, but I don't know if it's made in India, different feel.
So you've
eaten it, right?
Huh? That's on the list.
Achha, it's on the list to do.
That's on the list.
And is it like a line to get to this guy? And all, obviously,
it's a very, very long line.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next?
So the next is, so I recently had Tasmanian crab meat.
Tasmanian crab, Australia.
Yeah. So topped with kangaroo tail fermented egg yolk, which was fermented for 3 months.
I thought you were vegetarian. Now you're breaking my heart. Kangaroo, such a beautiful animal.
So it was.
I want to ask you, Ranveer,
smelly like crazy, but out of the world.
Dry preparations.
So the yolk had just become like semi-dry. It had just dried into this semi-dry thing.
But I have to ask you this question. Geographically, the Tasmanian crab, you caught him in Tasmania, but he may have come from India. I mean, how do you know he's Tasmanian?
And that is true. So actually, the best way to find out
is check the stamp under the shell.
is ask for the passport.
मैंने किया. All right. Anything else? Indian food?
Indian food.
You mentioned your comfort food.
So
beyond Punjabi cuisine, what would it be?
So I have a dear friend who's the Nawab of Kakori, erstwhile Nawab of Kakori. For me,
who owns Kakori House? That's somebody else. That's just the caretaker.
Kakori, his times. So he cooked a Kakori kebab once, and for me that is still a food memory forever. I think it was the most outstanding Kakori kebab I've
But we do get this Kakori kebab in Mumbai. Is it the same thing or version of the same thing?
It is, like they say, the food of a certain place always tastes best at that place.
So just clear one more thing for us before we wind up. Lucknowi biryani and Hyderabadi biryani, what is the difference?
So first of all, I want to mention it to everybody and put it right out there that Lucknowi biryani is way better than Hyderabadi biryani. That is one.
And the South Market closing right now. But what is the difference? People always say, ye to Lucknowi hai, ye to Hyderabadi hai, but I can never tell.
So Lucknowi biryani is actually, now this might start a lot of conversation, but Lucknowi biryani is actually a pulao. Lucknowi biryani is not a biryani.
With a dal?
It's a pulao. So essentially, which means the rice is always cooked separately and then just added on top of the meat and just finished together. Right? So Lucknowi biryani is always, Lucknow is pulao, Hyderabad is biryani, but Lucknowi biryani you'll never find any whole spices. Everything is just extracted into stock and the biryani is made with that stock. So it's like you spoke about sophistication, finesse. It's a perfect example of finesse.
And Hyderabadi biryani is what you put under the ground, that typical way of cooking.
Hyderabadi biryani is more dum, cooked for longer. So it's more rustic. A lot of khada masalas and a little more spicier.
And which one did Mr. Vajpayee prefer?
Lucknow biryani. कोई तो पूछने वाली बात ही नहीं है.
All right, fair enough. Okay, Ranveer, before we let you go, tell us a bit about your personal life, man. So look at the things you've done. I don't know where you have even a day off in the last 5 years. So what do you do to relax? You paint, you sing. What's left?
So I'm trying to get into singing.
As in classical singing?
No, just regular singing with friends and kind of opening up. And
that's called drinking, yeah. It's not the same thing.
No, this is like a formal band that we have.
What are you saying?
The band was initially called Sur Na Mile because none of us could find our surs. It's all chefs. So, and now it's called Sur Ke Rahi because we are on the road.
Somewhat.
Yeah, we're almost.
And you're the lead singer?
No, I am the drummer and I'm the occasional
So you know how to
singer.
drum also?
Yeah.
And so you pick this up now?
I'm practicing, yeah.
Wow, that's excellent.
That's what I do these days to kind of, take care of.
So can you sing something for us?
No, not at all.
From the first album?
Actually, थोड़ा गला खराब है और रियाज आज हुआ नहीं.
Fair enough, sir. All right, before we let you go, Ranveer Bra, you've been exceptional. Very interesting life. I hope it inspires a lot of people, but I know you're making lots of money. I hope you're paying your taxes. I hope you come back and we talk to you a little bit more. But before we let you go...
Totally paying my taxes.
Yeah, don't worry. We don't allow certain people to listen. This only goes abroad. You're paying your taxes abroad? Because you've got businesses everywhere. But before we wind up, we have a thing called the AMA. So somebody's going to come in here, possibly May, and he's going to ask you questions. And these are questions which are very dangerous. I'm going to warn you right now. Ready?
Absolutely.
If you have any questions for Cyrus, write to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or you can send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
And here we are on AMA with May. We normally have Amit Doshi.
AMA
Ranveer.
with May. Wow.
AMA with May. I do poetry.
All rhymes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and let me just say that Ranveer was expecting Amit Doshi, a very good-looking young producer that we have, but who looks like Amit Shah, the BJP General Secretary. What? It's okay. That's a look. And May, unfortunately, has come in now. But you all know each other.
We do.
We do, yeah.
I've interviewed him. You lost way too much weight.
Yeah.
Thanks for the compliment. I think that's how I take it these days. Thanks for the compliment.
But you know May, he's a musician now.
He has less to hug. I need more to hug here. What is this?
What's with chefs and people want to have their babies and hug them and all that?
I want to have your babies. Ranveer is just...
But you never want to hug me.
Cute.
You just want to use me.
I want to hug you all the time. So because your tits are bigger than mine. Come on, look at
So then why do I need you?
Self-contained package here.
I know,
I
yeah.
know. No, I'd interviewed
solve
him.
India's population problem. They need more of me.
Yeah, of course.
Chalo.
I'd interviewed Ranveer before and he was so much fun. He's really good. He's very good at what he does.
He doesn't do one thing. He does a lot of things.
I know.
He tired me out just looking at his resume.
And you're like, I'm done for the day.
Can you believe it? I would think his Taj is good enough. 25, the guy's already cracked the system. He's top of the line. What is he? That should be enough.
He ruled the world.
Yeah, but he's not even, he's just starting a music career.
Yeah.
He might come back for that now.
You're into music?
They've just started a
I'm trying to
band.
get into music. Yeah.
You didn't hear? You're not
Sing?
listening to the show, you stupid lady!
Sorry.
What the hell?
Wait, I will listen, but no.
Yeah,
wait.
but I'm not going to sing now.
There's a contract. You know,
So
like
you're a
with
singer.
the film stars in the new look,
No,
and
so
they can't show the new look.
I try and
amazing.
drum.
He plays the drums.
You play the drums?
Ranveer, she's the
I love
producer.
it.
They don't listen to
I
our
love
show.
drummers.
They have no idea. We've spoken about this for
Hey,
15
I
minutes.
love drummers. Drummers have great rhythm, right?
but do they have big chests?
Wow, are we going to fight about this now? Hey, wait, AMAs. Okay, so how many times do you eat a day? How do you have the figure that you do?
This is a girl I just slept with. Sorry, I shouldn't say this in front of my wife, but she doesn't listen to the show. And I am talking about her in case she is. So, yeah. What the hell question is that?
Just, it's a random question. I heard that you eat, from a very reliable source, that you have some 14 eggs or something in the morning?
Yeah, I do have 14 eggs in the morning. But he'll tell you that's pretty healthy. But most of them are egg whites. I have only 4 yolks.
Egg whites are good.
Yeah, egg whites,
Really?
they go down very
That
fast.
many?
Tuck, tuck, tuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
That's
much of a
a
difference.
lot.
They're very light.
So how many times do you eat a day?
I try to eat as much as I'd like to eat throughout the day because I'm
Small
always scared of
meals.
losing weight. So I'm always trying to go up. It's a long story. Why? I can't explain
I'm really
this.
interested in this. And
And the thing
Ranveer,
is,
he's a chef
the opposite.
too.
He
He's
wants
the
to be
food
thin.
guy.
But I eat a lot.
Yeah.
I eat at least 6 times in a day.
But
6 times.
Yeah.
huh.
But that's the whole trick of
But that's
losing
because
weight.
he doesn't trust his own restaurants. He keeps testing them. Calls them up and goes,
Well, I get, but I always, okay, I mean, 3
If you
meals a
went
day
to-
standard, but then
If
I
you
don't,
went to,
I
if
don't
you
feel
went to
hungry. Don't you not feel hungry?
If you went to Yerawada prison or anywhere in India, Nagpur jail, Central jail,
Why do you
Tihar,
want to go to
whatever,
jail?
you get
What
4
do you do?
meals. 4 meals.
How do you know so much about all these?
I had to go to Tihar for one day. Ranveer Bra doesn't cook there. I can tell you that.
No, but don't you not feel hungry? Do you have 6 meals?
Live 52. Double strength. Doom doom. Back. Half
But
an hour.
6 meals is it's
six-
very important to eat less and eat regularly.
Okay, eat less and eat regular. Gotta.
And eat whoever you can. Whatever you can. I hope I've...
Is this advice you're giving me
Yeah.
or the world?
Well, that person who wrote in a very embarrassing question. I don't know if
I
it's
like
a compliment
it.
or an insult. Well,
What,
just
how do you
leave it
keep the
there.
figure that you do?
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
Why? Are you confused? No, I've never seen you
Yeah.
confused before. Every time I hang out with you, I get confused when I ask you
Yeah,
something.
you mesmerize me with your beauty. Stop it!
He's so disgusting. He's so
And,
full of
and just for you, I
rubbish.
move my chest.
Don't. Ladies and gentlemen, he's jiggling his chest. Even I can't do that.
Jiggling is like being on a treadmill. That's different.
This is like, what do they call it?
It's
Juggling?
called peck
No.
movements.
Peck movements.
People with no work, this is what we do to kill time. He's an artist, he'll learn a new instrument or something. Guys like me, we
Can
play
you
with our
do that?
nipples.
Yeah, but I don't have
The peck amount
The peck
thing.
amount.
Can I tell you what Ranveer Bra's day is like? Just check it out. Yeah, he's running 5 restaurants, plus he's running his own place, plus he's got TV shows, plus he's learning.
See, when he's
how to play
traveling
drums.
around, he can do the. You can. You just said you
No,
can.
I
He's
work
doing
out.
interviews when he's
I
traveling
do
around.
work
See
out.
what happens.
Wow, that's impressive.
You
I
can do it.
feel so left out that I can't move my.
Hey, it's not the upper body, but the lower body which we have to move. Don't get carried away. We look stupid in bed. at the
My
end of the
chest
day.
is pretty motionless compared to both of you. There's so many things you can do with
What kind of
yours.
conversation, me?
I know.
We started
Every
about
time
the
I
man's
come
in his
here,
chest.
it's always my chest. It always goes back to there.
Okay.
I'm a
let's-
boob gal. What can I do?
It looks like it.
Move gal, I mean.
Now that we've loved that, anymore?
No, I think I'm done now.
Let's thank Ranveer for being here and
Thank
sitting
you,
through this
Ranveer.
entire...
It's good to see you.
Thank
as
you,
well.
thank you guys.
And thank him for that little box that he gave us because you opened a dessert shop as well now.
Yes, you have
so
thought
we
about
opened
that.
a dessert shop which is inspired by Indian sweets. It's called
Mm-hmm.
English Winglish.
English. Indian sweets, you know, Priyanka Chopra. That
So we
kind
do
of thing.
like a sweet potato and gulab jamun cheesecake,
Wow.
a chocolate
Wow.
rasmalai terrine,
Yummy.
kalakan cookies.
And don't tell me they're fat-free.
Kalakan cookies. I love
Fat-free in
Kalakan.
an ideal world, yeah.
I love
Once you say
Kalakan
gulab
so
jamun,
much.
fat-free has left the building.
Absolutely.
So let's go try that as we say bye to
Yeah, I
Ranveer. It's
know.
called
We've
Cyrus
been having it
Says.
now.
Say bye nicely.
Bye nicely.
There you go. Ranveer,
Bye nicely, sir.
bye nicely. Okay, catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. If you have any questions, write to us online and you can mail us as well. We will answer. We have a doctor in the house called May.
And that's what Cyrus says.
All right, Cyrus Says is wrapping up, but we have Geek Fruit, which we want you to check out, hosted by Uber Geeks Tejas Menon and Jishnu Guha. They're like Simon and Garfunkel, except they're Tejas and Jishnu, and they can't sing. No, they can actually. And they talk about geek culture. If you're a geek or want to know about geeks or live with a geek or just next to Turkey is geek, go ahead, my friends. Listen to Geek Fruit.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.